first off the top of the gets, off the top of the heap, if you will, of what I saw last night was a guy named Harrison Ford. Maybe you heard of him.
Oh, God.
Heard of Harrison Ford?
This mother. Yeah.
Yeah. Harrison Ford, Han Solo, Indiana Jones. I mean, fuck, The Fugitive.
Yeah.
One of our finest actors we've ever had in our lifetime. He's got a little hobby, though, where he likes to fly airplanes.
Let's add one more thing to that hobby. Maybe getting high as hell.
Yeah. Yep.
Before doing it.
Look,
he's openly.
It is no secret whatsoever that Harrison Ford is probably one of the biggest stoners in Hollywood. Yeah. I'm not hiding that. I don't think he's hiding that fact.
He's for sure not hiding it. He's an advocate. He loves it.
Yeah. We were talking about David Blaine earlier. He was on that special, that David Blaine special. If you watch it on Netflix, David Blaine goes over to his house. Harrison Ford is high as fuck. I mean, gone. And I mean, he started. He was crying at the end of the trick, like he just couldn't wrap his mind around it.
He literally, I'm gonna quote him. He just said, "Get out of my house."
Yeah, I know. I think he said, "Get the fuck out of my house."
Get the fuck out of my house.
Yes, yeah,
yeah. Just like so genuinely
and near tears. You could also see. I mean, his eyes were redder than Georgia Clay, redder than this fucking shirt that this Hawaiian lovely that I'm wearing today, baked his fuck out of his mind.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: should he step into any planes at 74 years old, high as hell? No.
No, and he's proven time and time again that the answer is no.
It's no. It's no again and again. Why is it no? He had a violent crash a year ago. Almost died.
Yeah.
Almost died. It took some time for him to recover.
Yeah.
But like a huge recovery time. What's he do right after he recovers? Hops right back in the plane.
High as hell.
High as hell. Right back in the plane. Mm-hmm. Cut to a year later, which is 3 days ago.
Monday.
Harrison Ford comes in a little too close, about 100 feet to be exact, from an actual airplane, a jetliner full of, I believe 110 passengers were on board.
Yep.
Narrowly misses them, crashes into a field again.
Yeah.
The FAA is investigating. They're talking about pulling his license. But here's the beauty of this. Their court system, apparently, I don't fly. I've never pretended to. Mm-hmm. Have I listened to the song "Learning to Fly" by Tom Petty? You bet I have. Have I jumped off the roof of my house as a kid with a bedsheet around my house thinking I could fly? I did. Learned my lesson on the first time. So should Harrison Ford. Mm-hmm. Now, with the FAA, they're going to take his first lesson of crashing into this field last year and then combine it with this one, almost crashing an airliner. They're going to look at this and say, shit, we should probably pull your license. Problem is, their courts are as backed up as our courts here. So it's going to take them probably a year to get to this. Get to this decision of whether or not to pull Harrison Ford's license.
So he's going to keep on
flying. What did he do yesterday? Spotted at the Santa Monica airport.
Yep.
Getting in another plane.
Getting in a plane.
Learning to fly.
He was captured on air traffic control, right over about that crash with the 737. He said, "Was that airliner meant to be underneath me?"
Yeah.
I mean, just
dead
high
serious.
as hell. Like, hey man, was that supposed to happen? Yeah. No, it wasn't, Harrison.
No.
You were supposed to actually go on your own taxiway.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's fine.
Hey, man, was that supposed to be underneath me? No, you know what? We're actually going to move the 737 out of the way so you can take your fuckery in and out, And look, Harrison Ford is loaded. Yeah. One of the biggest, when he got divorced for the first time, it was, at the time, was the biggest divorce settlement in history.
Really?
Yeah. I believe he was worth over $350 million as far as actors go. And he had to split half of that. So he's got all kinds of crazy planes. The planes he flies look like the ones you give your little kids. They're brightly colored. You're like, oh, is that a real plane? Should you be flying that plane? It's a step above, like a Wright Brothers plane, essentially.
It looks like, yeah.
But it's restored and it's pimped out.
Yeah.
It's like Pimp My Plane. He paid somebody to do it, It's almost like Pimp My Plane. He's like the Jay Leno of planes. He's got these cool older planes and whatever. He does whatever the fuck he does. I don't want that flying near when I'm on Delta. I don't want that flying on a Delta. Like, no, I don't want him anywhere fucking near me.
Can you imagine buckling in, getting the air ready, doing, and then boom, Harrison Ford's face in a tiny, like bright yellow, weird plane is just coming right towards your face.
Yeah. Could you imagine that? So
I don't want to deal with. I don't want to imagine it.
No, but imagine you're on that plane and you see Harrison Ford coming right at you in his face, and you're like, "Oh fuck!" First thought isn't going to be, "I'm going to die." Your first thought's going to be, "Holy shit, that's Harrison Ford!" And then, "Oh my god,
yeah!" And then
Harrison Ford's going to kill me. He's going to fucking murder me.
That fucking Panama Red.
Yeah, and then so imagine that went down. Imagine they collided. Everybody dies on the plane.
Sure.
First of all, the news reports are going to say Harrison Ford dies in a plane crash and kills 110 people.
Randoms.
Yes. They're not even going to list their names.
Not one.
Yeah. Kills 110 people, and they're all dead, and it's a tragedy. But then let's have a remembrance for Harrison Ford. Nobody on that flight is going to get
an in memoriam.
No, they're not. They're not going to get an in memoriam of the Oscars.
Yeah.
Not even a blip on the screen. Pun intended.
Yeah. Viola Davis isn't going to do a big speech.
No, she's not going to come out. Yeah, yeah. Carrie Fisher's
Ford,
not.
No.
Carrie Fisher's not going to give that speech for him. Too soon? Is that too soon for you?
Might be too late. Might be too late.
But then here's what I kept thinking lastly, and like this is the sick part of me. Like this is the disgusting part of Ross Patterson is what if your family member was killed on that plane? Then you have to go, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry for your loss. How did your parents die?"
Yeah.
Harrison Ford killed my parents.
There was a backlog at the Santa Monica Airport licensing bureau, and he was able to fly for years after his license needed to be taken away.
What do you say the rest of your life? Harrison Ford killed my dad.
Killed my dad.
How'd your parents die? Plane crash. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. How did it happen? Was it like a
You got a Harrison Ford to the face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a Harrison Ford right to the beak.
Right to the beak of the plane.
Yeah. That would be the worst life story ever, because everybody would laugh. Like they'd be like, "Oh my God."
Secretly.
Yeah.
Secretly.
Jesse, I feel so sorry. My condolences go out to you and your family.
Right.
But fucking Harrison Ford kills your family. Han Solo kills your family.
Yeah.
He could fly all through the goddamn Star Wars, but he couldn't fly through Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Bright and sunny Santa Monica. Not a cloud in the sky. It's not like you're flying through.
Not a plane in the airport either. Who flies out of Santa Monica?
Yeah, it's not like you're flying through San Francisco, like the fog of San Francisco. Like not a cloud in the sky. It's 70, 78 and breezy every day in Santa Monica. Couldn't be nicer conditions for Harrison Ford.
Perfect conditions to just smoke a fat J.
Yeah.
And get in your
Relax.
Wrights Brothers plane.
Yeah. And do you.
Do you.
Be who you want to be. Be who you want to be today.
Okay, Ford.
Yeah. So look, anybody
buddy.
out there
Stop
who's
it.
flying in the Santa Monica area, be on the lookout.
Be worried.
For a bright yellow plane with a stoned Harrison Ford
at the helm.
At the helm.
Yeah.
It's not Sully.
No.
Not Sully.
No.
Not Sully landed on that fucking river.
Upside down on your plane.
Yeah. It's not Denzel in that movie.
Yeah.
We're going up. So we're going inverted. That's the only way we can survive. This is to go inverted. It's not Denzel.
Vodka.
Yeah. No, it's Harrison Ford. Chooched out of his gourd.
Good Santa Monica reefer too, man.
Yeah.
He's getting that legal Venice
legal shit.
weed,
now that
dude.
it's legalized,
Ugh.
you're giving more airtime to Harrison Ford. He's gonna get high and fly more flights.
He's gonna be just on his street going up.
Oh yeah.